welcome. And as usual, it's Wednesday night, so this is Strong and Sassy. My name is Animwaa Anim-Addo. A very big thank you to you for staying tuned in. I know you could be anywhere else, so super grateful that you choose to be here. Once again, good evening, and you're warmly, warmly welcome. So on Saturday, it's World Menopause Day, and of course, the world needs to pause for women who are pausing from men and going through menopause. I don't know, somehow that made sense in my head. But anyways, Saturday is World Menopause Day, and so we thought that it's only fit that, tonight we have a conversation about menopause. And like I said during the news, it's a thing that you kind of feel like, oh, it's going to happen one day, and then one day, becomes today, and suddenly, you're having hot flashes and inflammation and tired and just going through what I have seen to be quite a difficult season in women's lives. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, getting you ready for that big pause, and also telling you something interesting that's coming up to help you prepare more adequately, and if you are going through it, to offer some sort of support. So joining me tonight, it's been a minute, but the Forever Young crew, president of the Forever Young crew, Ariel, the wellness coach, joining me tonight. Hi, Ariel.
Hi, Animwaa.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's been a minute.
It has. Happy to be here again.
Forever Young for. And also, I think for the first time on Strong and Sassy, right? Elorm?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Yeah, Elorm. Elorm, I'm not going to try. I'm just going to say Elorm.
That's fine.
Elorm is a clinical quality advisor at Marie Stopes. And Marie Stopes is supporting a program that's happening for the World Menopause Day over the weekend. So she'll be giving us a little bit more information as well. But Ariel, let me start with you. Should we be getting ready for menopause?
Yes, we should be getting ready for menopause.
Really?
Yes, if you're a woman.
I feel like it's like a thing that is like for older. It's for old.
No.
In your mind, you associate it with old people.
Yes.
Except that we are old.
We are.
Yeah.
When you hit 45, you're there. So from 40, actually, you should be getting ready. You should be preparing yourself, adjusting your lifestyle, so many things to prepare your body to be able to transition that stage.
Right. So you're a menopause coach.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was anything like a menopause coach.
Now you know.
Now I know. And it's very interesting. I remember when my mom was going through menopause. This was a good 35 years ago or so. Mm-hmm. Or even, about 35 years ago. And the thing I remember the most is her opening the freezer and putting her head inside.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is 35 years ago, so I don't think that there were other ways to deal with the hot flashes. So, when it hits her, freezer open, head inside.
Wow.
I'm like, Mommy, what are you doing? She's like, I'm hot. Like, it's hot. So why do you both look surprised? Like, you've never heard.
Well, that was a stream, to put the head.
I've heard that a couple of times.
Okay.
Yes, I've heard that. People will just open the fridge and then
just
that
take
cool air, you just take it in. And then
it kind of because
it reduces some of
the hot flashes are hot.
It is hot.
Guess.
It is hot.
Have you been through menopause?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
I'm in my 3rd year of postmenopause.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you want to tell us what that was like? I mean, I know we're supposed to be talking about, and we will, but I also just kind of want, for us, maybe slightly younger women who are about to enter into that phase, it'd be nice to hear what it was like, what to look forward to, what it looks like.
So for me, it started in 2019.
Okay.
Is it 2019 that we had COVID? No, 2020.
2020.
So 2020 after lockdown. In April, towards May, one morning I woke up and I was like, no, this is not me. Something has changed.
Okay.
I just felt my whole system had a little bit of change. My body ached. I was not feeling the vigor and vitality I had, I just felt this massive inflammation all over. Okay. Especially in my shoulders. And I was like, why am I feeling like that?
What does inflammation feel like?
Inflammation is just having a lot of pains.
So just aches and pains?
Aches and pains,
oh, God, okay.
I was having all these aches and pains, and I knew I haven't done anything to just wake up one morning and be feeling like this. So I monitored it. I took care of myself that day, took it easy. The next day was still the same. Then a couple of days later, I had some hot flashes. I'm like, Then a week later, no, 4 days later, I went to bed and I couldn't sleep. I was having insomnia.
Okay.
So within a week, I had about 21 symptoms
right. Okay.
of menopause.
So did you do like a symptoms checker thing?
I didn't do it, but I knew what it was. Already, I had a little, I think, the perimenopause starts with fluctuation of your period.
Okay.
So I've had that a couple of times in 2019 before December, but it started coming normal. So when this thing started,
You
I
knew
haven't
that
had
you were-
any,
okay.
so I knew, okay. So I just looked up the symptoms. I'm like, oh, I'm
It's
there.
menopause.
It is it. It is it. So as soon as I found out, okay, this is what is happening, I immediately knew I need to adjust myself, find other means to support my hormones, because it means the hormone levels, estrogen is coming down drastically. For me to feel 21 symptoms in 1 week, it means I'm really going to go through a lot. So immediately I started adjusting myself. Try to find what supplements can I take,
Okay.
what other lifestyle choices can I change. I used to be an early riser.
Okay.
I had to stop to let myself sleep in, stop waking up too early to give myself more rest, more sleep. I changed my exercise because then I used to walk a lot. I started doing indoor. But over the years, from perimenopause to menopause to postmenopause, every year one of the symptoms kind of stand out.
Okay.
Yeah. And for me, this year has been one of the most difficult one,
Okay.
because I've experienced mostly the mental side of it: anxiety, irritation, lack of concentration, lack of focus. I mean, I can't remember things as quickly as I do. I mean, I could tell you dresses I wore 3-4 years ago Christmas, but now even 2 days ago I'm like, which one did I wear? You
Oh,
know,
wow.
it's
Okay.
not difficult. And
Okay.
brain fog and all that. So this year I've had quite a challenge, especially when it came to work too. It got to a point I was losing my confidence. I doubted myself. It was like, have I really done all this? I mean, so every change that's happening around that time too can really bring you anxiety. My daughter was relocating. I was so anxious about it. My PA was going to school and I had to get a new PA. It threw me off balance. I was unwell, and I knew what was happening. So my colleagues, my family, nobody knew what I was going through, but I knew what I was going through because I know what all these symptoms are coming from. So I was just managing myself and trying to do more of the nutrition, the stress management, the physical activities, the yoga to calm my mind, and the things that will actually support my system to go through it. So it's been a journey, and I would say that it's important we create awareness, because how I would go through it is different from how somebody else will go through it.
Yeah. So before you continue, does it end?
It does end, but it's different for everybody when it ends. Yesterday, we had a Zoom session with Dr. Promise. He says some people can take a year or 5 years. Some people can go 7 years before it ends.
The menopause.
The menopause, because your body needs to adjust back to working without estrogen.
Okay. It's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. Wow, 7 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
And then maybe 1 year.
Maybe more. Some people too, they may go off, and then later from 60 something, then some of the symptoms pick up again. So there's an importance of maintaining a particular lifestyle for a long time to support you, because the estrogen level is no more coming.
So before we talk about that lifestyle, at which point does your period stop?
So your period it's different for everybody. To be diagnosed as somebody who is you're in menopause, you need to go 12 full months without a period.
Okay.
So it
Because I feel
varies
like
for
that's
everybody.
the only upside of menopause.
Yeah, for a woman, no more.
Apart from
always.
that's like, and why can't that stop without the drama?
You know?
I mean, but I get with the estrogen levels and all of that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the lifestyle. Let's talk about the lifestyle pre-menopause, and then menopause.
Yeah.
So premenopause, how do you start to prepare for this?
So physical well-being is crucial
Okay.
because a lot of the symptoms affects your body, from the mental to the emotional to the stresses, the panic attacks, the lack of sleep disturbance, the hot flashes, the night sweat. It all affects you mentally, which affects your body. So without the proper physical activities, you're always feeling drained and tired. Now your bones are also going to feel very fragile at that time. So a lot
Okay.
of women start having joint pains and all that. If you fracture yourself around that time, it could take a very long time for it to heal because the estrogen that supports your bone health is also not there anymore. So having a proper movement is not anything hard, rigorous, but having a consistent physical activity you do to support your body is crucial. Now, your stress management is also very, very important because the whole symptoms itself is stressful that you're going through. Now,
Yeah.
your personal life, your work life, your other issues are also going to stress you in addition to what you're going through.
Is that why there are a lot of women who are like late 40s, 50s that are just tired of their husbands?
So your libido will go down. That's one of the symptoms.
Okay.
Your sex life will change. If your
Okay.
partner don't understand to support you during that time, it could lead to a lot of problems.
Okay.
That's why learning how to communicate what you're going through at that time is very important for every woman to tell their partner and their partners to understand what is happening. So during that time, there could be a lot of misunderstanding between couples because the woman is not interested. She tells you, I'm in pain. Some people can be that dry to be in pain. Some people, they don't even feel like,
dryness,
they
okay.
don't want to do it at all. So it's a time not to end sex, but rather reinvent how you do it. And it's through communication. Your partner needs to understand you, so you both communicate. So how do we make it work for us now? Because without that understanding, it's going to just be a problem hanging between the two of you. And it's not the woman's fault. This is one of the, it's not her fault.
No, I
It's
mean, it's
just
a
a
natural
transition,
process
a
of life.
natural transition she's going through. And whether you get angry or not, that is what it is. She will go through these stages. And like Dr. Promise says, no woman goes through menopause and gets high libido. It's always low. So, you
I
need
mean,
to
we are
work at
hoping that
it.
with all the medical advancements, there'll be a way to, to support.
Well, there's HRT, hormone replacement therapy, but you need a gynae, you need your a medical history checked for you to know if it's safe for you to go through that.
And the reason that I'm bringing that up, and to be honest, is quite concerning, is that we know that with men, there's not really a season of their lives where their libidos are low. So if you're in a committed marriage,
Yeah.
and you're going through menopause, and you're having very low libido, vaginal dryness,
Yeah.
there's no desire, and all of those things. As much as, yes, you can fix it with communication and all of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to take the men's sides on certain things, because it will be difficult. In a
It
way, you're
is.
losing your wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm asking, because are we saying that the men or our husbands just have to endure it? I mean, imagine if it
no.
goes on for 7 years.
So there are lubricants you can use. There are oils you can use. That's why the communication needs to
But
come
the
in.
desire, I mean, because you can have the lubricants and the oils and all of that, but then without the desire,
So the woman needs to know at this stage
there's no desire.
there's no desire, but I have to also try to, work at making up for what I don't have anymore. And there are date nights you can do. There are walking, hugging, foreplays you can do to work on the woman gradually to bring her there, because low estrogen is the cause, but her mind is still there. So you can also use her mind to talk her into it. So it's very crucial time.
It's a
That needs
tough
a
year,
lot
yeah.
of understanding.
I understand why you need a
Yeah.
menopause coach.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. That's
yeah.
very true. It's a
Yeah.
tough time.
It is a
And
tough
for
time.
me, that's what led me to get certified as a menopause coach, because what I've gone through as a wellness coach, I know that if you don't have the right support awareness about what is coming and the tools and resources to go through it, I've seen a lot of women struggling, not embracing the journey.
Yeah.
You can't resist
It
it.
doesn't sound like something you want to embrace, though.
But embracing it is where the transformation
I get
comes
that.
in.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a better version of myself by embracing this stage. I feel freer. I feel more relaxed in myself by accepting where I am now and knowing that it hasn't changed me. I've just grown into a better version of myself, a stage that I can't throw away. It's part of my journey. I got breasts, I started period, I got pregnant, I had children. All those are stages I've gone through and I embrace them.
Yeah.
Why am I refusing this one?
Because this part is like the downhill.
It's not.
Part.
It's actually a beginning of a
the end.
rebirth. Yeah.
A beginning of the end.
No, it's not a
No.
beginning of a newer version of you. Now, one thing that menopause journey comes with, if you allow yourself to embrace it, is birthing new dreams.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're going to get to this point where you know that I'm not going to have children through the womb anymore. It kind of affects your existence. It makes you feel like, oh, I'm done. But then you realize that dreams start coming. You start having new ideas, new creativity to do new things.
It's like one part of you has
Exactly.
died.
You have finished
In a way,
with
you finished with one.
one, and then now you
one
can
purpose, and
exactly.
so now you can-
have the chance to go after all the dreams and the creativity you want to go after. So, but when you don't embrace it and know that it's okay, it's good, but you're trying to stop all the things that are coming. I don't want this to stop. You are focused on resisting it, and so you are not open to see where it can also push you to. Yeah.
Well, if you have questions, our WhatsApp lines are opened. If you're going through menopause and you want to share your story, 055 1111997, 055 1111997. If you're just tuning in, this is Strong and Sassy, and we're talking about menopause. So I'd love to to have you interact with us. We're also live on Facebook, so you can put your comments under there, and we will pick them. So, Ariel, we've talked about, getting into some sort of consistent exercise.
Stress management,
stress
sleep
management.
routine, positive social support. The people around you plays a huge role, because if they don't understand what you're doing, where 1 minute you are happy, 1 minute you are like, why are you looking at me?
But aren't we always like that anyways? I mean, depending
Well,
on
but
the time
for
of the
somebody who
month.
is not,
Okay.
well, so, sometimes during when you're getting to the time of the month, you may get some of those emotional stuff, the mood swings. So, but that time during perimenopause, it's a lot. It's a lot. So the people around you, your social support is also a very crucial one. And then finding the right strategies and reducing substances,
Okay.
alcohol, coffee, all those things, you need to reduce them. I love my coffee, but now I try to take coffee once a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Decaf.
decaf.
So, I mean, you can do decaf every day.
You can do well. It depends. If it doesn't, it's good for you. I love my coffee, but now I take more teas, more herbs, more spices. So I don't do so much coffee. I wouldn't go anywhere in the morning without my coffee cup. But now I don't.
Okay.
So I do take coffee once a week. So there's a lot of adjustments. A lifestyle change goes to set. And that's why you need a menopause coach to walk you through some of these strategies so you can support yourself through the journey. Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. Elorm, do you want to? I mean, I know that we're going to talk to you about different things, but I mean, do you want to just, chip in, from your experience, what you've seen of menopause, how we can, sort of get ready for it and all
Yes.
that?
So I think I would really side with Ariel for saying that you need to understand and adjust, because of course menopause is a it's a stage in life. It's a transitional stage where, of course, all those declines in those hormones that makes you what you were already. So if you do not understand, or you are not able to embrace what it brings along, Ariel has talked about most of the same things already and what we should do. Also, menopause does not occur abruptly. Like she said, there is perimenopause, there is early perimenopause and late perimenopause, before the menopause itself, and then postmenopausal symptoms that would happen to you. Now, also, research has said that about 20% of women will experience severe menopausal symptoms.
Okay.
Yes, so for those women, yes, they would go through more symptoms than the average person who is going through menopause. And um, the plan she talked about the exercises and the stress, managing of your stress, reducing alcohol and things. Also, because of the hot flashes that you may experience, um, we will talk about, instead of you need to wear absorptive
Clothing.
clothing,
Yeah.
so that the sweats will go away. There is also something about um, aside the vaginal dryness that she spoke about. She spoke about depression, mental irritability,
Anxiety,
all,
Yeah.
all that will happen to you. So the menopause affects every part of your body, from head to toe,
Tutu.
inside. Sometimes women who are not in menopause would have less episode of cardiovascular events, but when they run into menopause and they are aging, they are more likely to experience more cardiovascular events.
Yeah.
Just like their counterparts, just like the men. So all these things happen to you, and it gets confusing. And if you do not know about it before you enter, that is where you cannot accept or embrace and understand that, okay, like she said, because she knew what was happening to her, though others around her may not understand, but she now understand and is accepting her new way of life. So that is because she said almost everything already. That is the few I can add for now. There's more to say though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ariel, one of our texters is asking about the supplements, the kinds of supplements that you took. So
Okay.
do you want to just share some of them with us? And this is not a prescription.
So,
So
as a menopause coach, I don't diagnose, I don't prescribe.
okay.
And everybody's symptoms, like I said, is different. So I went on a supplement that is over the counter. You can buy Menopause.
Okay.
It's over the counter.
I've
You
seen
can
a
buy it.
Menopause, okay.
Yes.
So when should we
But-
start taking it? I mean, ideally, when you start to have symptoms.
When you start to have symptoms.
Okay.
But if you are not on symptoms, you don't need to take it. And you can talk to your doctor for them to assess you and maybe
See
guide
what's
you
going on.
if you can start taking it. Some people are on Well Woman,
Yeah.
which is supporting them now, you know. But just taking the supplements and not changing the lifestyle,
The lifestyle is
it's not help. It won't be helpful, you know. So the supplements will give you some of the minerals and maybe some of the minerals you don't get from your food every day to support you. My sister used to have her feet burning like fire. Yes.
Oh wow.
And when she's on the menopause, it goes away. When she
Okay.
goes off,
Then
it
it
comes
comes
back.
back. Okay.
Some people get certain things like electric shocks, you know.
Okay.
You'll be there and then some of part of your body just feels like there's an electric shock. So I do that. I take that. But I do a lot of herbs. I do a lot of teas,
that's what you
which
said.
I know what works for me.
For you,
and
yeah.
some people, what may work for me will not work for you. So that is where it's important to let somebody
See a
assess you,
doctor, get
see a
assessed.
doctor or a coach to know what supplements or spices and teas you can use to support yourself.
Okay. All right. So another
can-
text that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. So on the supplements, it's okay. Sometimes the bone. Sometimes there's people feel they have osteoporosis and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The supplements are okay, but sometimes you need to test to be sure that this is affecting your bone before you go on certain supplements. So that's just something for us to know.
No, I get it. So the
Yes.
fact that
People will take
your
calcium
menopause,
pills.
you'll say you have menopause
So
and
you go and
you
take
take
calcium
this
pills
or you
and
take
blah, blah,
this,
blah,
but
yeah.
for every symptom, you should get it checked. Really,
Yes,
get the symptoms
yes.
checked for the doctor to confirm and say, oh, this is part of the menopause, or maybe this is something else, or
Yes, we are going towards treating symptoms as they occur. So as you go through the symptoms, your complaint is what they'll treat. That's what we are going towards now. But example, those who would, can I mention those who say, okay, I'm going to take calcium pills because I feel I have osteoporosis or whatever. You need to, it may cause more troubles. It's not necessarily indicated until you have really test for osteoporosis before you go ahead to take
I
some
see
of
what
this
you
calcium.
Yeah.
Basically, don't self-medicate. You people like that too
and
much.
also what she's trying to say is menopause is not a disease. So just saying I have joint pain, so it's osteo, may not be osteo. So you are just going to be taking those calcium, but maybe that's not what you need to be moving the joints for them to get lubrication, you know, instead of taking all those medications, because the symptoms are not disease. They are not sickness.
It's just a change.
It's just changes. Your body is just responding to the fact that you don't have estrogen, low estrogen, and gradually now adjusting back. So before you started getting estrogen.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a grind back, to become young again.
Okay.
Yeah, a grind back to look sexy again.
Okay. If you want to put it that way.
I do.
Yes,
I do.
Yes, please. We'll allow you to put it that way. Elorm, did you want to say something?
I
wanted
wanted
to
to say
do
that yes, the perimenopause, then to the menopause stage. However, I think that it's also for us to know that there are other terminologies I think we can bring on board. So there is the menopause itself, where there is a confirmed 12-monthization of menstruation. Then there is what they say premature ovarian failure, where there is cessation of menstruation before age 40.
Yeah.
That's that one.
That's early menopause.
That is even before early menopause.
Yeah.
Now, early menopause will be when the final menstrual period stops before age 40, but not less than 45 years. Then there's also late menopause, where others may. The average age for menopause is around here is like 51, 51.5 or 52 tops. But some people have extended menopause, where their cessation of or their final menstrual period can run as far back to age 54 years.
Yeah.
And then that's also that's there. Then there's also induced menopause, where due to certain surgeries, or maybe you being
if you
on
have a
hormonal
hysterectomy or something like that.
total hysterectomy.
Okay.
Yes, when you are on certain hormonal therapies, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, all those things can also get you to have an induced menopause. So yes, when you start feeling these symptoms, it is very prudent to seek medical attention. It could be anything else. That is, if you are not within the age range that we have just mentioned.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. Let me say good evening to Dr. Promise Foga.
And thank him for me. Yesterday I had a wonderful Zoom with him. The Zoom was packed.
I want to say my own thank you. Ariel has collected
yes, Doctor. Thank you so much for yesterday. It was an amazing session.
Okay. So now can I say hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
But hello, good evening, Doc, and thank you for listening. Doc is a friend of the show. So we're doing, all of our gynae stuff. He's usually the chief consultant advising us and helping us, and all of that. So thank you very much for that. This one says, I was in the shower when I heard your intro for tonight's program, and I jumped out to be able to write this early enough in the hope it would be read. Over the last few years, I have become an advocate for this topic, having suffered very personally from this as a married man then. I have preached to anyone who will listen that this dark, insidious condition that women suffer is really not discussed enough. And so many of us have only the basic understanding, which only teaches the basics, which you mentioned, the hot flashes, etc. I pray to couples, especially the young ones, to jointly research, and I mean deep research on this topic, because it is very deep. And by researching together, I believe many more marriages could be saved. I love it that you guys are discussing, but I really believe this should be a more sustained campaign. I am of the utmost belief that it is the lack of knowledge that has led to so many divorces these days. And that's from Nana Nyakwans. And Nana, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much.
Sharing that, very heartfelt. And I'm sure, you noticed my reaction, when you started talking about the sex drive and stuff, because I could immediately see how that would be a huge problem.
It has been a huge problem for years, and people were not aware what it is. And like Nana is saying, that is what I mean. Becoming a menopause is for me to champion the awareness, and that's why we are doing the program. We are doing this Saturday, being World Menopause
Hey,
Day.
there, no,
To
you are putting a program.
yes,
We will get there.
we
Let
will
me
get
see yourself.
anyway. Yeah, because
Like-
I'm just standing on what he's saying. That yes, it is very important that we make noise about it, like every other subject. It
That's
is
why
very,
Saturday we are
we're
doing
going
it.
to, yes, that's why Saturday, please. Yes, Saturday. Anyway, you are bad.
I'm just teasing.
I know you do that.
I'll have time. We'll talk about the program. I'm just teasing you.
I know.
This one says, great show, Nima. I pray that men are listening in. I mean, I pray that women are listening in as well, because we have to be educated first, and then, we can also educate or share with our men. Good evening, girls. I'm really enjoying the program. This has been my guide for a long time now. Oh, wow. Okay. So she sent us a list of 40 symptoms. And it says, oh, wow. Okay. This should be interesting. You're not going crazy. It's menopause. Top 40 perimenopausal symptoms. Hot flashes, cold flashes, night sweats, clammy feeling, heart palpitations, irritability, mood swings, trouble sleeping, irregular periods, low sex drive, dry vagina, fatigue, anxiety, depression, lack of focus, poor concentration, faulty memory, incontinence. Itchy, crawly skin, achy joints and muscles, tense muscles, sore breasts, headaches, digestive issues, bloating, allergies worsen, weight gain, hair loss, more facial hair, dizziness, vertigo, changed body odor, electric shock feelings, tingling extremities, extremities, okay, whatever. Extremities, bleeding gums, burning tongue, chronic bad breath, osteoporosis, weakened fingernails, ringing ears.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anissa, please send that to me on WhatsApp. So that I can have. I feel like don't women feel like this every day though? Like, I mean, does it mean that
a whole lot more?
it's more of like
You see, when you see the list like this, it feels like, oh, these are things you go through every day. But when you are feeling it,
and it's like all at
and
the
it's
same
all
time.
a lot are happening at the same time, you realize
It's a lot.
Now-
So out of these 40, you had 21 symptoms
in 1 week.
Wow. Okay.
In 1 week. Yeah.
I think you've made your points. That is why we need Saturday. Please tell us about
Oh,
Saturday.
come on, anyone.
Please tell us about Saturday, because me myself right now I'm like, hey,
You have
maybe
to come for Saturday.
I should, start getting ready. Yeah. So tell us about Saturday. Tell us what you're doing, so that we can get involved.
Okay. So, I mean, Saturday is World Menopause Day, 18th of October. It's been declared World Menopause Day since 2009. But it hasn't been given the awareness or the day of light since it was declared World Menopause Day. So this year I became a menopause coach. I found out there's a World Menopause Day. I'm like, yeah, then why not? Let's do something. I didn't plan early. I took just about a month to plan this, but we are having a womb pause wellness festival. It's just the womb that is coming on a pause. Everything else about womanhood is still on point. It's just the womb. Menopause is just your reproductive system coming to an end. You can get pregnant and give birth again. So the Womb Pause Festival is an awareness creation, education, interaction, teaching of lifestyles, bringing on board wellness and health experts to come and educate people, create the support we need for women to know that this is a journey, it's a transition, not a disease. There's been a lot of misconception, stigma, and myths about menopause. Like the Nana is saying, a lot of people don't know, but it takes a toll on everybody around you, including your employers, your work, your family. So if we don't let people know, there's going to be a challenge in the long run, which is already there. So Saturday is a day to celebrate World Menopause Day and bring in every woman who's hit 40 to start getting the awareness, to start preparing, knowing the lifestyle adjustments they can do so they can start supporting themselves. Because the earlier you change your lifestyle, the smoother you can go through it when it comes. Because if in a day you get even 5 of these symptoms, you can imagine it's a lot. So if you are not prepared and you don't have the right support and tools and awareness, you are going to always be running to the consulting room always trying to get medicine when you should be looking at the lifestyle choices. So Saturday is going to be that day. We have a lot of health and wellness experts coming. Now, she mentioned skin disease. When you go through menopause, you can just wake up one day and your whole body is broken into rashes.
Oh, wow.
I had it. I had rashes sometime last year. I did everything. It won't go away. I had to leave it for it to go when it was ready to go. And it's all because of what? Low estrogen.
Right.
So we'll have skincare experts coming to speak from Skin Gourmet. We have Lotus Detox coming to teach about therapies you can do to manage your joint pains, the hot flashes. We have Kida Health coming to give us all the herbs and the things we need to be taken and the spices to be taken to support us. We have a Guma tea coming. We'll be doing some tea tasting. We'll be having a yoga session, meditation, which are tools you need to go through this, and a Zumba dance session as well.
Oh, nice.
And Mary Stopes is coming. And we acknowledge that October is also a cancer awareness month.
Yes.
We'll do some free cancer breast
Breast
cancer screening, health screening, free counseling. We have
Survival.
Beaver Health coming. Now, menopause brings about a lot of dental issues. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Beaver Health will be coming to assess and give us some dental checks as well. And there'll be sisterhood sharing. We'll have somebody who is going through menopause also share her journey. And there'll be a panel discussion as well as all these workshops with lots of awareness and sisterhood to come together and know that we are all in this together. Every woman will go through menopause. Not a single woman will not. Yes, every woman. And we need to make the awareness, because as much as we understand how dangerous cancer can be, not every woman will get cancer, but every woman will go through menopause, which affects the whole society, including our families, our companies. So the awareness is just starting. And we are going to go to the men, we are going to go to the employers, the organizations, the communities. Because sometimes you see a woman walking and you can tell, Mami, I don't know, yes, sir, but it's not her. It could be what she's going through. We need empathy when we are even out on the street, when we see a woman doing something, we think, Mami, we wabodam. Because in the past, people have been tagged as wabodam. People have been tagged as witches. People have been tagged with so many things when they are just going through 10 symptoms in 1 minute.
So basically, the menopause comes with witchcraft.
It doesn't. But when society and community don't understand what you are going, and you yourself don't know, then you let yourself go. But if you know, you embrace it, and you know that, okay, this week, you know what I've been having? I'm just itching. I just get up and my whole body is itching, So if people don't understand, but I know how I do it. Since I came here, I haven't been itching. But when I go home, maybe I'll allow myself to do it because I know what it is. Okay. So we need the awareness so we can develop ourselves. It's an empowerment. It is very empowering. It's very empowering. And Saturday, the program comes with a brunch, free t-shirts, goodies from all our sponsors. And so it's going to be a fun day at a beachfront resort at South La Estate, Bella Africana Beach House. It's going for 700 Ghana cedis. And once you register, you come to join this family and awareness and this beautiful journey. You have someone like me to take you through it.
Take you through it, yeah. It sounds how do I put it, a bit better, knowing that there are people out there who can actually talk you through it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've had some personal messages, people saying that first of all, yes, we didn't know that there was a World Menopause Day.
Yeah.
Also, people didn't know there's a menopause coach.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting, but it's not really something we talk about.
Yeah.
In our society, it's really, really not something we talk about. And it's always interesting because women are the majority, but sometimes some of the things that affect us so deeply, we don't talk about.
It's true.
Much. So well done.
Thank you.
And thank you to you.
Thank you.
For doing this, because obviously, and we'll support you as much as we can.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
You only need to call.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so Ofayao says, thank you for your education. I'm 54 years. She's 52 and in her menopause. She has become super dry, but rather always wants intimacy.
Okay.
I received that for myself. Because
is Dr. Promise listening to that?
we We do not have any lubricant, but only baby oil.
Okay.
I don't know. I think baby oil is it fine? I don't know.
KY gel.
KY gel.
Yeah, KY gel.
KY
KY
gel. There are
gel.
also vaginal moisturizers and
Yeah.
sprays.
I think with baby oil, because of the perfumes and stuff, it might affect pH.
The oil bit, it's
Doc, if you are listening, please send me a message on baby oil as lubricant.
If it's good, yeah.
If it's good, so that I can give an informed
no,
opinion. It's
Baby
not,
oil
okay.
is not.
She mentioned to me she now understands why a lot of men go for younger side chicks. Menopause now wahala, papa. No, honestly, I can understand because sex is a big thing in a relationship. This one says, thanks so much for the discussion on the topic. It's very informative and timely. Please share the 40 symptoms you read out. And we'll send it to you directly. Directly. Okay. Okay, I thought Doc had texted me so that I can confirm on why baby oil may not be the best lubricant. But I think KY, yeah, I know KY is. And then also there are a lot of other brands. There's the Durex.
so the water base.
The water-based.
Yeah.
Somebody says Nkuto can also serve as lubricant. Thank you very much for your... Let's not make this conversation about lubricants. Because you people, I know you. I can see you going there. So, Elorm, you guys, Marie Stopes is part of this program.
Yes.
Okay, so what can we look forward to from Marie Stopes?
Okay, so Marriage Stores, we do total women's health, from menarche to menopause, everything in there. We are joining Ariel and the team. On that day, we will be doing free breast screening.
Okay.
We do cervical cancer screening, HPV cervical cancer screening, breast screening, and other counseling, and then other health screening as well.
Okay. Okay. So that's a lot. That's a
Yes,
lot. That's
yeah.
a lot that we can look forward to.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Marie Stopes, for joining and partnering to offer these services. So Dr. Safaga says baby oil is a no.
Yeah.
As a lubricant. So like we said, okay, so he says that the reason why it's a no is because it will change the vaginal acidity levels and increase risk of vaginal infections.
Infections, yeah.
So so please get the right one. So KY, any of the water based, if you go to the pharmacy and you ask for water based lubricants, just so that you can be safe and not add on top of all your problems to now infection
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
itching, and we don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ariel, can you tell us how? You've told us everything about
Yep.
the program. It's happening at South La. We know it's 700 CDs. We know it's going to be an exciting day. So much information, sisterhood, education, everything that we need. But how do we find it? How do we get in touch? How do we register?
Okay, so all the registration details are on our handles on social media at Ariel the Wellness Coach on Facebook and Instagram. But you can also call our WhatsApp number, which is 0243 600 899, 0243 600 899 to register, and we'll send your registration form and all the payment details. We'll put you on a platform immediately, a platform you're going to stay on to get support throughout this transition with me.
Okay, so 0243 600 899. That's the number. But of course, all the socials, so Instagram, Facebook, Ariel the Wellness Coach is ARIEL, the Wellness Coach. And then you can get involved. If you're just starting out the menopause journey, reach out, get some support, get some help, know how to take care of yourself. And of course, even for us who maybe have a couple more years before we enter, it's also a good time for us to know the things that we need to start changing,
Yep.
how to prepare our bodies for it so that it's not so much of a shock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just have a couple of minutes left.
Yeah.
So just, what do you want to say?
So I think one of the things I would want to say is about the transition of women when we enter menopause.
Okay.
I have had to come to embrace that I'm not going to have my flat tummy again. And it was a hard acceptance because I love me my bodycons, I love me my fitted dresses, but coming with hot flashes, you also have to adjust the clothing you wear. I love easy clothing, but I mean, accepting that I won't have my flat tummy was a hard one. Accepting that I can't wear my 5 inches heels again was also a hard one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've had to let go
I
of the
had
five
to let
inches.
go of the 5 inches and
Oh.
come to 3 and wedges and sneakers.
Oh, we are sorry.
So there's a
one.
big embracing that comes with the stage. And I want to encourage my dear ladies, it doesn't reduce who you are. The empowerment to accept it is actually very, very beautiful. And it helps you to relax into the journey that when you're still forcing to be in the old version.
Yeah.
So these are some big steps I had to take. I love eating fast. I had to stop eating fast because the faster you eat, the more you bloat.
Right.
Because I don't want my food to go cold, I eat very fast because I like it very hot. But now I have to learn how to eat my food not too hot. There are a lot of adjustments I've come to accept, and it hasn't taken from me. So I want to tell my ladies out there, it won't take from you. It's rather going to open you up into a better version and an empowered and a free version of yourself. Yeah.
So, are men invited to Saturday's program?
The men are not invited this one, but we are going to have a program where it's going to be for couples. But this is just for the women because it's World Menopause Day. And it's the first one. We want to create awareness and a safe space, for women to share and understand what is happening.
It will help you to also do some market research so that you
Exactly.
know which particular areas are worrying the women.
Exactly.
They may not be able to
say
freely
it if the
express.
men are there.
So we
Yeah.
beg you.
Stay home.
Just for this one, we beg you. The next one we'll have you on. Thank you so much for joining us, Elorm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ariel,
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Madam Menopause Coach. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
and
that.
thank you,
to
Animwaa.
you for listening to us. This has been Strong and Sassy. Let me just say a very good evening to a good friend, Ephraim Spines. Hello. See, I'm saying hello to you. I'm saying hello to you. So the song after the news that Kofi Hayford will play that I don't know is for you.
That's a nice one.
Yes, I don't know what song it will be, but it's for you. It's coming straight from my heart. My name is Animwaa Anim-Addo. This has been Strong and Sassy. Remember, Saturday is World Menopause Day. So if your wife or your girlfriend or your mom or somebody's going through some of the symptoms, encourage them to reach out to Ariel, the wellness coach. Let's get some support. Let's get some education out there. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week, God willing. Coming up next is the 8 o'clock news.